Hey people, how y'all doing? Welcome to another edition, episode, installment of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. That would be me. And this is Messages in the Madness. And I'm here, you're here, Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Time. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but you're here with me, so it's our time. And I greatly appreciate it. Just want to remind y'all, man, that we are broadcasting on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, formerly known as X. So it's another wonderful day, another wonderful week. I hope you had a great week. Let me look into my magic mirror and see who I see. I see Miss Coley. Hey, Miss Coley, good to see you. Hey, Miss Annette, great to see you as well. Baby sis, always glad to see you as well. I love it. She says, "Happy Sunday, big bro and Madness fam. Let's catch these positive vibes and share and like." Yes, please share and like the message. I greatly appreciate that. So, yeah, how was your week? You guys have a good week? My week was pretty cool. Of course, did the day job thing, and then drove up to Kansas City and did a show in North Kansas City, Missouri, at a place called Call Signs. It's owned by veteran. It's veteran owned, and I performed with the Veterans of Comedy. So shout out to Jared Langley and Brad Ellis. Love those guys. They shared the stage with me, gave me a hot stage. We had a good time. Shout out to my she's actually my first cousin, but I call her my niece. I call her my niece. She calls me uncle because I used to change her diaper when we was kids. Her and her husband, Adria and Bobby, they came out to the show and hung out with me, and we had a good time. So it was good. It was good. Let's see. Coley says no. It's X, formerly known as Twitter. Bam. So, hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you, Miss Charlotte. And DC Fluffy says, no complaints. Great week for me too. I know that's right. Roger, hello from Quincy. From Jaden and I. Hey, fellas, good to see y'all as always. I'm waiting. I don't know where Miss Nanette is at this evening. I may have to go check on her. She may be up there watching the show and don't realize that it's 8 o'clock. But hey, brother James, good to see you as well. It is. Looks like we got a couple of people watching us over on LinkedIn as well, so that's always great. So I'm just running my mouth. Upcoming shows. One, Longhorn looks like it's going to be speaking in Kansas City about veteran suicide prevention in July. Just got to sure up a few things there. So looking forward to you guys know I'm always looking forward to trying to help another veteran. So looking for that and looking forward to that. And then this weekend I will be in Kansas, not Missouri, but in Kansas. I'll be in Council Grove, Kansas, doing a show with the Veterans of Comedy. We're going to perform there for Together with Veterans, which was a group that I was the keynote speaker for last year for their national convention. So looking forward to that as well. Hey, Robbie, over there on the LinkedIn side. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. So let's get into this message tonight. Okay, there go Mr. Ned. I was wondering, Mr. I was gonna have to break out and run upstairs and see what's going on, see where she was at. So let's get into the message tonight. And did you guys check out the new video clip, the new video thing that I did to, the promo for the show tonight? Did y'all check that out? Hope you guys like that. Let me know if you did. I see 8 people watching the show. Give me some likes, some loves, okay, and share the message. All right, let's get into this message tonight. So the message tonight came from my own personal experience. I know I have conversations with people, and actually, I was having a conversation with Mr. Net today, and it just came to me. It said, "This is your message for tonight," because we all go through life's trials and tribulations, and things happen, and we do everything that we can. And sometimes the only thing that we can do at the end of the day is be still, stand still. Sometimes that's all we can do is just stand still because we've done everything else. So I kind of likened it to life's like a motorcycle ride at night with a blindfold on, and you're on the back of the bike. And meanwhile, the driver is drunk and blindfolded too. Yeah. Life is kind of like that sometimes. It is. You're clutching the back of the seat so hard your knuckles are white and feel like they're about to break, and just when it seems like the ride is over, the back tire blows and throws you into a ditch. Now, yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but so is life. Life be lifing. Hey, Brad, good to see you, buddy. Yes, life be lifing. And no matter, it's like no matter things happen and they just come out of the blue on you. It's like no matter what you've planned for, how you've prepped, you've given it your all. You know, that dream job that you was ready for and prepared for and just knew you was going to get it, and you did everything you could to get ready for it. That perfect relationship that you just knew you had coming your way, or maybe even that killer church solo that you've been singing your heart out getting ready for. They all seem like they're out of reach. It's like, man, when am I going to get there? So what do you do? Do you just let life just, toss you around like an empty Aldi's bag, or empty Wendy's bag after you ate all the fries? You can't do that. You can't just give up because you did all the work. You've prepared. You can't do it. You can't just let it go. You got to hold on because you got a secret weapon. And that secret weapon in this world, I call it a gotta have it now world, because everything is right now, right now, right now, right now. The secret weapon that gets overlooked way too often is one word: is patience. Is how we stand still. Is how we weather the storm. Is how we move forward. Is patience. That's how we stand still. And I know patience sounds boring. I know it sounds boring, right? Be patient. Really? Come on, man. Let's go in here and knock some heads around. Let's move some furniture. Sometimes it's not that easy. It's not. Yeah. Patience sometimes is like watching paint dry. But tonight, y'all, on the show, we are going to show how we're gonna talk about, we're gonna show how and why patience is actually a hidden power. It's something that has more power than we give it credit for. So Cody says instant gratification. We all want instant gratification. Everybody wants instant gratification. It's just the way we're built these days. Everything I want it right now, right now, right now. It doesn't work that way. James says like a Ford commercial. That's funny. Let's see. It says anything that happens fast, brother, doesn't last or not meant to be. That is very, very true. And that's coming in from our LinkedIn side as well. I think I've told y'all this story a few times. The job that I have now, the company I've been working with now, I've been working with them for 6 years, my day job. And I got into the job, and before I got the job, I had another job working with Volkswagen, and I had got laid off. And for 6 months, I drove Uber and Lyft, waiting for a job. And then one day, and I can't exaggerate this, it was November. Miss Lynette said, "What kind of job do you want?" And I told her I wanted a job that I could motivate, I could inspire, educate, motivate, and travel with. That's what I wanted. She said, "Then you should pray for that." So one day I was driving, it was right after Thanksgiving. I prayed for just that. And then I got a phone call 2 weeks later in December from a recruiter that from a place that I had never applied for a job to. She told me about the job. I was like, wow, this sounds amazing. I thought it was a scam. And so just that fast, I went through two interviews. It took about 3 weeks process, almost a month. Next thing I know, that February, I started the job that I prayed for. Well, I worked that job for a year, 2 years, and I was ready to move up and move. I was ready to move up into something better. At least I believed that I was. And what I ended up doing was thinking about what I had prayed for. Because my main thing is I wanted to make more money. So I thought about what I prayed for, and I went back and said, God, I need to revise my prayer. I would like a position that will allow me to educate, motivate, inspire, travel, and make more money and allow me time to do my comedy. A year later, I got what I asked for. But what happened was I had to be patient. And I really believe that what happened there was God was allowing me to build my skills to acquire the skills that I needed to handle the new position that I was going into. But in this world where we want everything right now, like Cody said, instant gratification, or like James says, like this Ford commercial that I've been chasing for years, everything doesn't just happen that fast. We have to have a certain amount of patience. And that is our true power. That is our true superpower. Um, yeah. So Coley says, why patience is such a hidden power is such a hidden power. Why? Because a lot of people don't have it. Oh, I'll take that back. Everybody has it, Coley, but not everybody uses it. So let me read this last comment and we'll get into it. It says, dream big, believe in yourself, and go for it. It's always up to you. There's a lot of truth there, but it's also up to you to be patient. So again, we're talking about that moment when you're done everything that you can, and all that is left to do, well, is just stand your ground, stand on what you believe in, stand on your faith, stand on believing that what you have worked for will happen. It's not giving up. It's not waving the white flag. It's a strategic pause. It's a chance to catch your breath, regroup before you get on the back of another wild ride on a bike. It's about trusting the process, even when you can't see the finish line through the churning mess. It's about having the faith of a mustard seed. Cody says, no, no, no. And the question mark meant I was asking you if that was the title of the message. So that, oh, okay. Thank you very much. Annette, you're right. Everything in the Lord's time. I agree with you. But what about our people who don't have that belief system? That's a whole nother story. So yeah, sure, patience doesn't exactly scream action hero. Dun 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 dun. I am patient man or patient woman. It feels more like sitting on the sidelines while everyone else is playing the game, while everybody else is progressing and moving forward and doing the things in life that they want to do. But here's the thing. Patience is what builds the mental, emotional, and spiritual muscles to weather the storm. That gives you the strength to stand and go through the storm because, see, every storm runs out of rain. Yeah. Every bucket of paint runs dry, especially when it's the wrong color. But you got to have that mental, emotional, and spiritual muscle to weather it, to get through it, to endure. And that's patience. It comes from patience. You build this from patience. Uh, says patience is a virtue, and most do not know or practice it. And you're right. That's why we're talking about it tonight. DC Fluffy says, therefore, their patience remains hidden. Yes, it does, like a superpower that people don't realize that they have. It hides from them. It doesn't, it's hiding in plain sight. It's going, hey, I'm over here, but no, that's not the easy button that we're looking for. That's not the move forward button that we're looking for. So we don't pay attention to that. Cody says, so is that the title or not, sir? Yes, that is the title, Cody. Um, Annette says the Lord will give them the belief one way or the other. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Annette. So I've meant to say that happy birthday to you. Um, LinkedIn says a tornado doesn't happen without the wind. Wow, I've never heard that one before. That, but hey, you're right about that. It doesn't. Everything's have to things have to come together. There's things that have to be in place in order for what you need to happen in your life to happen. Patience is a big part of it. People don't becomes well, yeah, you can become a CEO of your company overnight. All you got to do is create a company and then say, I'm the CEO. Bam, instant CEO. You are instantly in the C suite. And the C suite is your bathroom or your shed in the back of the house or in your garage or wherever you want it to be. You are the CEO of Me Incorporated. I make fun, but you understand where I'm coming from. So let's see. Freddie says, know who you are, evaluate your values, and stand on them. True. Know that God will equip you for his work when he calls. Stand up for your values. Amen, amen, and amen. So, so let's I'm gonna give you some things to think about. So think about this for a second. Um, Patience does a number of things. It makes you the chief of bounce back. You're the bounce back king. You are that person. When things go sideways, oh, and trust me, they will go sideways. Impatience makes you want, not having patience, being impatient, that makes you want to throw a tantrum, a temper tantrum. Makes you want to act like a 3-year-old in a candy store or old man like me in Home Depot wanting a new lawnmower. But patience, on the other hand, lets you take the hit, regroup, and come back stronger. Like having a built-in get back up button. You get up, you dust yourself off, and you get back on that bike and you start riding again. That's what patience does. Let's just say you bomb a job interview. The impatient side of you says, maybe you're just not good enough. I've been there. Yeah, maybe it says that's what the impatient side of you says. Maybe you're not good enough. That little thing that shows up on your shoulder, and then the other shoulder shows up, and patience tells you now just dust yourself off, figure out what went wrong. Maybe you shouldn't have made fun of the man's shirt and the tie. You know, maybe you shouldn't have asked the man did he buy his clothes at Baby Gap. But analyze what went wrong and practice your interview skills. Next time you'll get it. Next time you'll nail it. Next time you'll move through. So patience makes you a learning machine. When you rush through life, you miss a lot of details. When you moving fast, just too fast. Patience allows you to soak things in, helps you to learn from your mistakes and see things from a different angle. It's like having a built-in upgrade button. I used to tell technicians all the time when I was training techs, I tell them, look, you can do this fast and sloppy, or you can do this quick and thorough. Which one are you gonna make more money at? And they all said the same thing, quick and thorough. So I told them, well, then stop trying to do things fast. Because fast, you miss things. You forget a bolt. You forget this. You forget that. You leave your tools under the hood of a car because you're moving fast. But when you're moving quick and thorough, that's patience. So let's just say you're trying to master making pancakes in the microwave. Impatient makes you want to chuck the bowl across the room because you can't do it. You're just having problems. But patient lets you appreciate the small victories. Them small victories like mastering mixing the batter to the point it ain't lumpy and looking like quick dry cement. That's a win. I'm not saying if I'm speaking from experience or not, but that's a win. So before you know it, you're cooking pancakes at the family reunion. I don't know who eat pancakes at the family reunion, but hey, it can happen. You could be the pancake king at the family reunion. But it takes time to learn something. It takes patience. It takes you standing still long enough to learn what it is that you don't know. There's a phrase I learned from a gentleman who I still use. I've learned this about 7 years ago, and I still use the phrase to this day. You don't know what you don't know until you know what you don't know. Yeah. So patience also makes you a quality over quantity master. We all get caught up in that do more faster thing, that do more faster trap. That's what it is. It's a trap. How can we do more faster? But patience helps you slow down and focus on doing things right, not just fast, but right. It's like a built-in quality control button. Excuse me. So, example, let's say you're writing the next great novel. Impatient makes you want to crank out chapters like you're a factory worker. Patience lets you take the time to craft each sentence, develop your characters, and make sure your story is solid. The final product will be a masterpiece, not a blessed mess. But we have to be still. We have to be patient because it doesn't happen. Um, Freddie says, my wife tells me I'm the CEO of my bathroom. Coley says, patience is a virtue. That should be the title of a future message. Um, okay, Coley. Ta-da! Here's the book right here. We're gonna write that down. Um, Patience is a virtue. Show title. Show idea. You saw me write it down. Okay. So patience is your slow down and reset button. Think before you act or react. Very true. I've done some dumb things because I didn't think about what I was doing. Like I once kicked the supervisor in the chest. Yeah, I snap kick front straight. Pop. Anyway, that's a whole. That was me at another time. I have not always been this calm, cool, collected person that I am today. Woosah. But yeah, my sister don't even know that story. James says, not how many times you get knocked down, but how often you get up. Ooh, yeah, that's truth. That is very, very true. I have a story that I'll tell one day about the day I bombed so bad. I mean, I bombed in front of 200 people in a comedy club. And I came back the next night and got right back in. I'm telling you, I'm just paraphrasing, but I came back the next night and the headliner gave me the guest spot again. And I went back up, but this time I killed and I came back off stage. I said, hey man, I apologize for last night. He goes, bro, last night, the way you bombed, that's the kind of thing that would end a comic's career. They would just stop doing comedy after that. He said, what was more impressive is that you came back and you got back on that stage. So yeah, to James's point, it's not how many times you fall, it's how often you get back up. I've been knocked down a number of times and I keep going. Hey, Miss Brown, good to see you there. I saw your message. I was getting down there to it. So we're good to see you. So patience makes you a relationship guru. Relationships are like gardens. They need care and time to grow. They do. I got starter seeds outside now. I keep checking them every day. They're growing a little bit at a time, and relationships are like that. Patience helps you listen better, communicate clearly, work through disagreements without exploding. It's like having that built-in relationship fertilizer button. You know how much You want to put in a lot of fertilizer or a little bit, but you don't want to put too much. Do I add a lot of water or do I add a little water? Because you don't want to add too much. Let's just say you and your significant other are having a disagreement. Impatience leads to shouting and slamming doors, and somebody getting cussed out, and somebody talking about your mama and your dog, and anyway. Um, Patience lets you take a step back, cool down, talk things through calmly. That's that stand still. And when sometimes all you can do is just stand still. This strengthens your bond and keeps the love alive. So, how do we unlock this patience superpower that we're supposed to have? I got a few tips for you, but let's go over here and see what's happening over here. Brad says, I am going through one of the biggest and craziest child custody battles Missouri has seen in 20 years. My children have been held from me for the last 6 months, and we are starting to get through all reports and etc. But I am slowly being proven 100%. Okay. And finally getting my daughters back to the point of full custody for a father in the state of Missouri. That doesn't happen. The court system does not work fast, but it will teach you extreme patience to get through it. See, right there, right there. You stood on your ground. You just stood still and then moved forward and did what you had to do. Hey, man, congratulations, Brad. No, real talk. Congratulations, bro. And the whole Messages in the Madness family right here. Hey man, we wishing for nothing and praying for nothing but great things and that you are reunited with your daughters, man. That's what I'm talking. Marion says, running away too late, but I made. Yeah, well, you know what? We made. I'm glad you made it. We happy, always happy to see you. Am I okay? Sure, I'm okay. Roger, the more you get knocked down, the harder it is to get back up, though. Yeah, but again, Roger, it's that you get up. I don't care how slow the get up is. It may take you a minute. You get the wind knocked out of you. It's not no, okay. I'm back up. No, it takes you a second. But what did you learn about what knocked you down? That's that patience part. That patience part lets you reevaluate what knocked you down. Should I went left instead of right? Should I went right instead of left? It lets you reevaluate what it was that knocked you down and allows you to get up bigger and better and badder than you was before. That's patience. That's standing still. That's what that is. Um, Says it's not what happens to you, but it's what and how you do or react to it. Yes, yes, yes. So Roger again says patience isn't a virtue that I unfortunately don't have. Yes, you do. You just not giving yourself credit for it there, Roger. Yeah, you do have patience. More than you giving yourself credit. Don't get me wrong, I can prove it. Look to your left or right. Where's Jaden? It took patience to raise a child, bro. I don't care what nobody says. It does. Um. Oh, Brad was saying 100% innocent. So you saw me there. Okay. Yes, 100% innocent. I got another buddy of mine that's going through a custody thing right now, and we're gonna pray that he makes it through his situation. That he's 100% innocent. Baby sis says, "Big bro, I'm just noticing how soothing your voice can be. You should be on the radio or do audio book voiceovers." Thank you, baby sis. Now I guess you didn't know your brother used to be a nationally syndicated radio morning show talk show person. So I get that. And then the voiceover thing, I still need to do the voiceover of my own audio book that's been waiting for 3 years. But thank you for the compliment, baby sis. So how do we unlock this patient superpower? Let's talk about that for a second. Here's some tips. First one, chill out. Just flat out, chill out. Meditate, pray, do some mindfulness exercises. These all can help you manage your impatience and keep you cool. Sometimes it's just as simple as counting to 10, backing up and just counting to 10 or count to 100 by fives. Just that brief moment right there is you standing still, gathering your thoughts, getting your head together so that you can move forward in the right way. Reframe the wait. Instead of seeing waiting as a waste of time, view it as a chance to learn and grow. It's an opportunity. While you're waiting, it's just like cooking in the kitchen. While the pancakes is cooking, you could be scrambling your eggs. You could be making your bacon. You could be pouring you some orange juice. Use that time, that wait time. Don't just sit there and wait. What are you doing? I'm waiting. Dummy. No. Do something with that time. Get your dumb ass up and do something with that time. Another tip for you: live in the now. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future because you can't change either one of them. What you can do is live right now. What can I do right now to move this situation forward? What can I do? And that's when you get still. And that's when you get patient. And that's when you're able to focus and regroup and redeploy your plan or figure out a plan by living in the now. You got to focus on the present moment. Even if you are on the back of the motorcycle blindfolded at midnight, enjoy the ride because life is lifing. Man, life is lifing. Life is doing some things. Celebrate the wins. I don't care how big, and you guys hear me say this all the time. Celebrate the wins. I don't care how big or how small. Acknowledge your progress. You trying to lose, say your goal is to lose 100 pounds, but this week you lost 7. Congratulations. Next week you lost 2. Guess what? Celebrate them 2 just like you celebrate that 7. Say you're trying to quit smoking and you go from a pack and a half to 1 pack. Celebrate. Celebrate everything. Celebrate making them pancakes in the microwave without blowing up everything. Celebrate. I'm not saying you got to throw a grand party, but acknowledge and appreciate the feeling of being able to accomplish this. This keeps you motivated and shows you you're on the right track. So, baby sis said, "Oh well, damn." Coley says, "I gush over him enough." Yes, she does. Yes, thank you, Coley. Coley says, "Yeah, don't just sit there multitask. No such thing. That's a whole nother show. But there's no such thing as multitasking because the brain is not set up that way. The brain can only focus on one thing at a time. That is the truth. I can hold 2 things in my hand, but I can only use one of them. Because see, like for instance, say I wanted to take this rag and wipe off this phone, but you're saying you're using the phone and wiping it off at the same time. You cannot do that because if you try to wipe off the phone, you cannot see the phone while you're wiping it off. No such thing as multitasking. One thing at a time. Last tip I'm gonna give you: believe you can grow. Mindset matters. Believing that you can learn from your mistakes and keep getting better. Patience isn't about staying stagnant. It's about steady, powerful progress. And how do you get there? Sometimes you just have to stand still. Even after you go into the gym and you work out, you do 1,000 chest presses. At some point in time, you're going to have to stop and let all that exercise take effect. That is when you are standing still. Use your superpower. patience. Patience is standing still. So remember, patience isn't about giving up. It's not. It's about playing the long game. How do I get there? You can't, I'm sorry, you can't walk to into the North Pole in a day. You can't get to Aruba in an hour. Everything is a process. You didn't get to be who you are today overnight. And if you really stop and think about your life, you have utilized this superpower of patience on countless occasions. You're just not giving yourself credit for it. So again, patience isn't about giving up. It's about playing the long game. It's about having the confidence to stand your ground, believe in what you believe, knowing that the best in your life, the best things in your life often take time. They take time to build, they take time to cultivate, they take time to come to fruition. Patience, standing still. It's about weathering the storms and being prepared for the next wild ride. That's what it's about. So there you go, Coley. I didn't kill anybody today. Hey, right there with you. I stayed in that. Well, I did 2 out of the 3 things that was on my Facebook list today. I wanted to go fishing, didn't get to go fishing. I did cut the grass, and I did play a little Xbox. So I got 2 out of 3. There you go. Cody says multitask as in fixing your eggs while the pancakes are cooking instead of sitting still. You're right. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's the message, y'all. That is the message. So those of y'all that's still lurking out there, make sure you hit like a love for me because it ain't adding up. I can see y'all. It's not adding up how many likes and loves and everything. So um I appreciate y'all. I see y'all over there on Longhorn Comment. Whoa, I got 4 people watching me on Twitter. Wow. Check that out. I'm blown away. Um I but hey, okay, so I get to say what's happening to some people. Miss Elton, good to see you. Mr. Hey, brother Ronnie. Man, Ronnie used to be my hero. He was the musical hero back when I was growing up. He was the DJ. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get all into that. But I see y'all out there lurking in the background, and I thank y'all very much. I do. Um, yeah, Ronnie Jones was the man. I don't care what nobody used to say. Uh yes, I did. Yes, I did mow the grass, but no, I put on the bra. That's what I put on, Roger. And does my smashing the reactions help? Yes, it does. Annette, God bless you. Have a great week as well. And baby sis says I hit the like love button too. So hey guys, that's the message. I'm just get out of here. Um, if you guys do have any show ideas, send them to me, inbox them to me. I do take everything, I read everything. And as you go through this week, I just want you to have an awesome, amazing, marvelous, fantastic week. I want you to be peaceful like this background. See? You see how peaceful that is? Yeah, I want you to have a peaceful week like that. And if it's not peaceful, make it peaceful. Because all you got to do is just take a moment, stand still, even if it's nothing but for 10 seconds. All right, y'all. So, again, this has been Messages in the Madness. I am your host, Vernon Longhorn Davis. You can catch me at www.vernonedavisi.com. Check out all the other stuff that we're doing. And I hope to see you in the city real soon. So, with that being said, guys, I love you. God loves you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Love them kids. Give them a hug from me. Respect our vets. I am Vernon Longhorn Davis. Again, God bless y'all. Until next week, $2.